You close the front door behind you and head out for the day. Maybe you're going to work, school, or simply running a few errands. As you leave, your cat appears completely relaxed. They're sitting on the couch, grooming themselves, or quietly staring out the window. Everything looks normal. But what if your cat's emotional response to your departure actually started several minutes before you ever touched the doorknob? Most cat owners focus on what happens after they leave the house. They wonder whether their cat sleeps all day, plays with toys, or waits by the window. But according to animal behavior experts, the most important moments may actually happen before the door closes. Every single day, cat parents unknowingly perform a series of actions that their cats have learned to recognize. Picking up keys. Putting on shoes. Grabbing a backpack. Walking toward the door. To us, these are ordinary activities. To your cat, they're signals. And over time, those signals can become part of a powerful emotional pattern. Today, we're going to uncover what really happens inside your cat's mind before you leave, why some cats struggle more with separation than others, and the simple changes that can make a surprising difference in how your cat experiences time alone. Let's start with something almost nobody talks about. The touch that changes everything. Most people think comforting a cat means petting them repeatedly. If a cat seems nervous, the natural reaction is to scratch behind their ears, rub their back, or shower them with affection. But surprisingly, one of the most calming forms of contact involves almost no movement at all. A few minutes before leaving, if your cat is already resting comfortably, quietly sit nearby. Place your hand gently on their shoulder or chest and simply leave it there. No stroking. No rubbing. No constant movement. Just calm, steady pressure. At first this may seem unusual, but many cats respond remarkably well to this kind of contact. Scientists have discovered special touch receptors in mammalian skin that respond strongly to slow, consistent pressure. When activated, these receptors send calming signals through the nervous system. The heart rate slows. Breathing becomes deeper. Muscles relax. The body begins shifting away from a state of alertness. Many cats will soften their posture during this type of contact. Some close their eyes halfway. Others lean gently into the hand. These are subtle signs that the cat is feeling safe. Of course, not every cat enjoys this. Some may walk away immediately. That's perfectly normal. The purpose isn't to force affection. The purpose is to offer stability and reassurance before a potentially stressful event. And this becomes especially important because many cats are already noticing signs that you're preparing to leave. Which brings us to a surprisingly common mistake. The goodbye that may actually increase stress. Most cat owners love their cats deeply. And because of that love, they often give a big emotional goodbye before heading out. They crouch down. They speak in a soft voice. They hug their cat. They repeat phrases like, "I'll miss you," or "be good while I'm gone." From a human perspective, this seems comforting. But cats experience these moments differently. Cats are masters of observation, they pay attention to tiny details in human behavior that most people never notice. When your normal routine suddenly changes and becomes emotional, your cat recognizes that something important is about to happen. And because that emotional interaction often happens right before you leave, it can actually increase anticipation. Instead of feeling reassured, your cat may become more focused on the upcoming separation. For highly attached cats, this effect can be even stronger. These cats often follow their favorite person around the house before departure. They monitor every movement. Furniture, corners, or even your legs, they are leaving behind scent markers. These scents help create familiarity and security. When you gently scratch behind your cat's ears, you are interacting with an area connected to this scent marking system. In a way, it reinforces feelings of belonging and connection. However, the secret is not to overdo it. Many owners turn every interaction into a long petting session. Sometimes your cat simply wants a brief moment of connection. A few seconds of gentle contact can often be more meaningful than several minutes of unwanted attention. Pay attention to how your cat responds. Do they lean toward your hand? Do they close their eyes? Do they turn their head to make access easier? These are signs that your cat is enjoying the experience. And that brings us to one of the biggest mistakes cat owners make without realizing it. They don't allow the cat to make the first move. When a cat approaches, many people instantly reach down to pet them, pick them up, or shower them with attention. But from the cat's perspective, this can sometimes feel overwhelming. Cats value choice. They like feeling in control of social interactions. When your cat walks toward you, try doing something different. Stay still. Wait. Allow them to close the distance themselves. Let them rub against your leg. Let them bump their head against your hand. Let them decide when contact begins. This simple act can dramatically increase trust because it teaches your cat that being near you is always safe and predictable. Over time, cats who feel respected often become more affectionate, more confident, and more willing to seek out interaction on their own. And once you understand this principle, you'll begin noticing another fascinating behavior that often appears immediately after these moments of trust.